Edward, as a service is such a huge buzzword in the industry these days. In plain and simple terms, can you tell us what it is and what is the buzz all about?
I think services here is, of course, is very important, and especially we are talking about managed services today as key topics. As a financial services industry, I think what service is not only really purely a service. We look at it as a profit generator. We really want to turn our service into operation or into a model which can help our bank to generate more profits or revenues for us, rather than just purely provide a plain service to our customers or purely focus on the cost saving. I think that's a key shifting of our focus, especially from a business point of view. We look at services in the past as more passive, but nowadays I think we will look at services really more forward and business oriented.
What are the main issues to consider when one is to explore managed services?
I think the key issue we will look at, of course, is the ability of the service providers. In the financial industry, and whenever we need to outsource our IT or service to our external service provider, we need to follow the guidelines from Hong Kong MA. A lot of the regulatory related rules and regulation we need to follow in terms of the risk management, the legal aspect, customer data, whether the ability, whether we have a good business model, whether the service provider can provide good IT and operation ability, whether they're capable to assist the bank to develop their service to our end customers, because banking is a highly regulated industry. We cannot make mistakes. Our regulator will view our service provider, the service provided by the service provider is equal to the service provided by the bank. So the bank will take full responsibility of the service provided to the end customer. So we will be very careful about selecting the vendor, and the ability to deliver is a key to us.
What is the role of managed services in an organization's workforce transformation strategy?
The transformation strategy, I think, in the last 15 years is evolving. In talking about, if we're talking 10 years ago, it's very straightforward. The focus of the bank will be more on the cost side. Nowadays, I think a lot of banks in the region already shifting their focus purely from the cost-saving point of view to service-oriented or even profit generation. So to us, when we look at the service provider or managed service can provide, if they are talking about can provide more solution to us, we will look at whether they have ability. Ability means whether they have business knowledge, whether they have their own IT and their own expertise. Also, we need to look at whether their ability to deliver. So apart from the capability, service, risk management point of view, we also look at the business know-how, whether they know banking or not. We are not purely looking at IT vendors. We are looking at whether this service provider knows banking operation, know our products, know how the IT or technology can help our bank to deliver good products or good services.
Edward, can you give us an overview of your managed services strategy at China Construction Bank? How do you foresee it developing in 3 to 5 years' time?
I would say I'm not in a position to talking about to predict the future, but put it this way, I would say nowadays also banks also will secure some of our operation IT outsourced to our external vendors. We do outsource some of our service in terms of operation, in terms of IT to external vendors, but we are more on selective scale. In Hong Kong, maybe we select some of the operation to outsource some of the external vendors for different reasons. So as I mentioned earlier, in the longer term, I think if the service provider can deliver business value in terms of business know-how, understand our business, have a technology ability to deliver, and I think we are welcome to talk with them and or we'll work with them to see whether they can help our bank to deliver a much better service to our customers.
And then for my final question, in one word, how would you describe the current state of the SSO industry in Asia?
I think it's evolving. It's getting more service-oriented and more, I hope it will be more creative in the next few years.
Well, thank you so much, Edward, for your very insightful comments. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.